Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Ricky2365. My name is Rick and this is your channel. So today I'm gonna be presenting you guys the COX Panoramic Pods, Wi-Fi pods. What is this right here? This is the answer that COX is giving us to a mesh network, guys. And I'm sure that you can YouTube what is a mesh network and the benefits of it. And I got to tell you guys, mesh networks are the way to go in bigger homes and big homes with only one router. So the one thing I want to mention to you guys is that from the beginning, from the videos that I saw on the COX website, I thought that it was going to be very simple to get the pods together, install them, and everything was going to be okay. But it took me over 4 hours, guys, just to get them together. So in a nutshell, guys, I'm going to be showing you in a minute what I actually did last night. But I wanna bring this to you guys. I want you guys to know that first, the instructions that are in the box to install and to set up the pods are not very clear. The application that we are using, that I was using last night, the COX application, the Wi-Fi COX application, to install and set up the pods is not refined. It needs a little bit of refinement, and I'm going to tell you why. So when you first start your installation, you're supposed to make sure you got the Wi-Fi on. You need to make sure, and listen to this, you need to make sure that your 2.4 gigahertz and your 5 gigahertz network, they both have the same name and the same password. I don't know why. I don't know why the app cannot recognize that. I don't know why the app cannot take over that. But before you do that, you need to go to your router and you need to make sure that your Wi-Fi, panoramic box is set up for 2.4 and the 5 gigahertz networks, both with the same name. Let's say you use FBI surveillance for both. They gotta match. They must match. I will do the name in lower cases and just so it matches, so you don't get it confused. Plus the password. You need to make sure that both passwords are matching, are the same. Okay? And I did that. I have done my research before I purchased the pods. But after I did that, I installed the first pod. So I went to my app. And then you need to enable your Bluetooth on your phone, and you need to have your Wi-Fi connected to that panoramic router that you have in your house. So the one thing that I did is I installed the first pod, I connected with the Bluetooth, I put the phone right on top of the pod. It's flush to the thing. It needs to be close to it to do the installation, and then the first one was successful. But then if I follow the app, the COX app, it didn't give me an option to install the additional pods. It kind of give it to you, asking you, do you want to install more pods, or this is the only pods that you have? So I click more pods, but then it took me back to the beginning. It took me back to like, connect your first pod. And I'm like, I'm first pod, this is my second pod. So I think that the application should be more intuitive in regards to recognize that you already have one pod installed. The second thing is it took me like 3 hours. I have to assign the pods and remove it from my account, and assign the pods, reset my router and remove it. I called customer service today early in the morning. They pretty much told me, yeah, we don't know. They look there. So now I'm like, okay, yeah, sure. So they did help me out with other things, but I mean, I think that if COX, the company, can make the app more intuitive, where it learns that there's one pod, let's take to the second pod, let's take it to the third pod. I mean, I think that the app, you should be able to scan the barcode that you have on the back of the box, and the app should recognize which pods are already in here, But I think it's on the beginning stages. As I went around my house, there's a couple of things that I want to mention to you guys. Is the first thing is that I have a couple of TVs, one Samsung on the first floor, 65-inch Samsung LED. It's pretty new. It's 2019. The TV was having issues when I was trying to watch content. So what I did is I went to the TV, I cleared the old network, and then I put the new network. After I finished the installation with the mesh network, and then I put this is the network, connect to it. And I'm like, wait a second. So I was trying to play Disney movies for my grandson. I mean, the movie was, the app was loading, the movie was loading, was selecting the movie, and then it was going to the screen where just it's supposed to start the movie, but nothing was starting. It was just a blank screen. I can click forward on the fast forward on the control remote, and I can see how the movie was moving forward, but nothing was showing. So what I did is I went out and then I unplugged the TV for 5 minutes, plug it back, waited for everything to set up. I give a couple minutes, and then I went back over there, make sure that make sure that the network was there, and then I was able to see the videos. But then it happened again in the afternoon. And then I think that the mesh network and the panoramic Wi-Fi they're having like a challenge of who's going to send whose signal. The other thing that I want to mention, guys, is that when I was looking on the app, different devices were connecting to different pods, and the issue that I was getting is that every time I was going from one room to another, the instead of the network being known as just one. Every time you go to a different room in my house, since I position the pods in different rooms, like they tell you in the instructions, it was auto negotiating. I was auto negotiating networks when I was going to another room, and when I was going to another room, when I believe and I think that as a mesh network should be only one network, and you should not be like. The phone should not have to auto negotiate every time you go to another room just to get into a different network. You should be just on the same network. So that's food for thought for you guys. I got to tell you that I only have them for 24 hours, the pods, and then some of the instructions tells you that once you have the pods connected on your house, on your home, you got to give them 24, 48 hours until they learn the house. They do have some, that is correct. That is the thing where the pods are going to be learning, if I send signal this way, if I send signal that way. It's like an AI in it. But it's nothing but the app working, and having a little bit of a memory to make sure that it provides the best service for the home. So, I'm working the kinks, I'm working the details. I'm very excited with this. I think that the internet has improved. But I will not give you a before and after internet speeds until I am over 48 hours with the pods. Okay, that will be tomorrow night that you will see a new video, and it will tell you, hey, it improved this or it did not improve. The other thing I want to tell you is if you're doing this on your own and you have a house with other people, make sure that they understand what this change means to you, to the house, to the devices that they're going to be connecting. I mean, if you have an Apple Watch, if you have an iPhone, if you have a Samsung device, if you have tablets, if your kids got devices, you need to be aware that you're going to have to go around the house changing passwords. So I make sure that you give yourself some time for that. I make sure that everybody in the house understand, hey, this is going to happen. This change is going to happen. It's like an ASI, and then from this time to this time, I'm going to be doing this. So bring all the devices, and I can change the password. The other thing I want to tell you is that as you are going with the changing passwords on the new devices, as soon as make sure that you have your app open on your phone, so you can or you see the new device, you can name that device on your application, so whose devices are connected where, and then at least once a week, I will say maybe once every couple of weeks, take a look so you can see which devices are being connected to your network. It's just a prevention kind of thing. But I gotta tell you guys, I paid $129 for this. It was a one-time payment. I am not overly excited. I am not overly disappointed. I am, if I was giving an A to F grade on the whole pods experience, I will give it a C, because I am not, I am just, like a C. I'm not disappointed. I'm not excited. I'm looking forward to see if everything is going to improve by tomorrow afternoon, and then I will be making a video But as of right now, I'm going to show you a little bit of the things that I did yesterday, and hopefully that can help you out. Hopefully the advice that I'm giving you today are helping you out. Don't forget, guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, okay? Because I'm going to be bringing a bunch of content like this, okay? What I'll be reviewing, because I buy so many things. So my thought was, as I'm getting my things for my home, I should be doing reviews so people can use these reviews in their benefits. Kind of makes sense, yeah. Anyway, guys, I will be doing another video like this in Spanish. So if you see the same video with Spanish thing talking, it's me. I'm gonna be, every time I do a review, I'm gonna do a review in both Spanish and English. I think that Spanish speaking audience deserve that. And I'm from Puerto Rico, so of course I will be representing that. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget that. The last thing I'm going to tell you and mention to you guys is when you get this right here, guys, when you get this right here, make sure that when you are at the COX, or this also applies to Xfinity customers, make sure that you talk to your representative and tell them, hey, make sure you scan it so the pods reflect on my account. You know, so when I go home, I don't have to immediately call customer service telling them, hey, I am getting new pods. Okay. I don't know if the system will improve, but as May 16, 2020, they still need to scan them and make sure that those things get linked to your account. Okay. One more thing. I got so many things. I did spend an awful amount of time just dealing with this. The next thing I'm going to tell you guys is your first spot that you're going to put between. So behind me is my studio. And this is like a big living room. And then I have a second floor upstairs. So what I did is between the panoramic and the second floor, there's like a stairs, and on the stairs I have a power adapter in the wall. So I connected my first pot right there, and I always make sure that that is my first pot, so the network can work in a triangle. Okay. So just think about how the network will work, and if you can put different triangles in your house, one triangle here, and then one of the corners is touching the triangle, you will have excellent connectivity, guys. Okay, that comes from an IT guy. Okay, not circles. Circles are too easy. Triangles. So guys, I think this is it. So if you really want to know if the pods are working and exceeding the expectations that I have for them, you got to watch the video for tomorrow, okay? And don't forget to share the video with someone that you might think they have the pods. If you have any comments or any questions, let me know in the comments below. I try to answer all my questions on all the comments. The next thing, guys, is if you're interested in becoming a sponsor of the channel, drop a like down on the video, and then there will be some links for sponsorship. So thank you so much. You guys are amazing. See you in my next video.